stuck in there pretty bad. You want me to get behind you and push? Huh?
Yeah. Oh, it's working.
Okay, great.
Good. Oh, if the girls could see me now.
For centuries, scientists have been asking one question. What if you took Frosty the Snowman, but made him hot? Well, thanks to Netflix, all the government funding that's gone towards this endeavor has not been wasted. Hot Frosty is here, and it's so far been my favorite Christmas movie of the season. Cause I gotta say, I love a good Hallmark, small town, super corny, often stupid holiday romp. And this one is possibly the most unhinged to date. So if you're like me and you have a 4-year-old who anytime you ask her what Christmas movie she wants to watch, she says aggressively, Frosty! Legit, I've watched that cartoon snowman so many times. Well, seeing Hot Frosty show up on my Netflix feed had me raising an eyebrow, and it's a wild ride. So of course, this whole thing takes place in Hope Springs. Cause, you know, Hope Springs Eternal and all that. And our main character is grown-up Gretchen from Mean Girls, who has become one of the infamous Christmas movie queens of recent years. Kinda like a Scream Queen, but jollier. And Kathy here, this story's sort of Karen from the original Frosty, but older, so her relationship with Frosty doesn't get creepy. Well, of course, she's basically living in a freezer house cause her furnace is on the fritz. And oh no, not the dead husband. Mark that one off your Christmas movie bingo card. Now, Kathy also owns a local diner and is basically friends with everyone in town.
You have any chocolate chip pancakes today?
You know what, I'll make you some if your mom says it's okay. Okay, I guess we can make an exception.
Wait, is that Chriselle Staus? But after this, she's never seen in the movie again. Now, Kathy's mom and dad are also local business owners and run this clothing shop, and mom must be fed up with the lack of grandbabies she's got, so she tells Kathy to go out there and find herself a man.
You'll never find the warmth unless you venture out into the cold. So...
Oh, she's gonna find the cold. I also have absolutely no clue if this is actually her mom, or just some nice store owner who calls her honey a bunch, but I'm still going to be referring to these two as mom and dad for the rest of the video, but take note, they might not actually be her mom and dad. So she decides to give Kathy this scarf to get people's heads turning, and wow, look at that thing. All I gotta say is... But Kathy's apparently thinking, okay mom, this scarf is weird, so instead she ventures out and throws it on this ripped snowman sculpture. And through the magic of Christmas and a mom wanting grandchildren...
It's alive! It's alive!
So Frosty's alive, and he's only covered by a very slim scarf, and this might be a small town, but word gets around quick, especially when Grandma here gets a big eyeful of Frosty's popsicle.
What was that?
I'm not sure. Let's investigate.
Eventually, Frosty shakes these two, and after a little breaking and entering and some light theft, Hot Frosty picks out some new duds to cover up his junk, and it says Jack, a reference to Jack Frost, or maybe just cause he's jacked. Then he basically stays out all night in the snow, where Kathy finds him and brings him into her diner to feed him cause she thinks he's a deranged homeless person. You know, your average meet cute. At which point, we get introduced to the movie's villain, the local sheriff hell-bent on bringing justice to this nude-streaking, window-smashing vagrant.
I took a vow to protect and serve, and I failed to uphold that vow last night. I am so sorry.
Oh man, they got Doug, Judy, and Charles from Brooklyn Nine-Nine? 10 out of 10 casting. So Kathy takes Hot Frosty to a doctor, and the doctor decides not to treat this man, whose temperature is well below freezing, has amnesia, and claims he's a snowman, and instead decides to believe in good old Christmas magic, which she'll definitely need after her license to practice medicine gets revoked.
What is the simplest explanation?
He's a snowman. And how cool would that be?
I don't think you're a doctor.
That is a serious accusation.
You've had 14 beers.
You don't know that.
And basically, because Hot Frosty is like a duck and imprints on the first thing he sees, he keeps telling Kathy,
I love you.
You do not.
I do. I love you.
No, you don't.
I love you.
You don't love me.
Yes, I do. I love you.
No, you don't.
and basically it's giving,
Are you just looking at things in the office and saying that you love them?
I love lamp.
well, Kathy decides to hold Jack up in her freezing house, where he watches a bunch of TV to learn how to do stuff like make her pizza and snoop on her late husband's belongings.
What's cancer?
But oh, they bump hands for a second and it's back to romance. Still, Kathy makes Jack stay at home where he dreams of going to Hawaii and basking in the sun like he's Olaf from Frozen. And it's not long before he's learned a bunch of handy skills from the TV that he eventually takes to these thirsty older ladies cause he's a frozen man who does his handiwork shirtless in the middle of winter and they abduct him. Naturally, this transitions into him getting a handyman job with the local school, and Hot Frosty is just so great with kids. Another one for your Hallmark style Christmas movie bingo cards. But the whole time, Hot Frosty is sweating cause, like Elphaba taking a bucket bath from Dorothy,
I'm melting! Oh, what a world, what a world!
And Kathy wants to keep him inside, but you can't hold back Hot Frosty from life.
I could wake up tomorrow and be a puddle.
So Kathy's like, okay, you can go to the Christmas dance at the middle school, and they head out on a shopping spree. Oh yeah, and Hot Frosty buys a replacement window for the one he broke, as well as this diamond snowflake necklace for Kathy, who's now starting to realize why her credit card bill was through the roof this month. Yeah, he actually uses her credit card for all of this. And speaking of that broken window, Kathy's mom and dad are ready to drop all charges. You know, because...
So you're not mad?
Nobody can be mad at Christmas.
I guess crime in Hope Springs in December is like the purge, cause nobody can be mad at you at Christmas. Anyway, Kathy starts falling for Hot Frosty cause he's so nice, like he helps this kid build up the courage to dance with his crush. And this dance is the perfect time for Frosty to make his move.
Does that help?
It would if you had a normal body temperature.
He's then like, hey, you want me to stop? And she's like, no. But he rejects her kiss at the last second cause he doesn't know how much time he has. And he doesn't want to hurt Kathy. And I mean, Kathy can't catch a break. First the cancer and now this? Meanwhile, the sheriff has made a big break in the case as he realizes the ATM on the street has a camera in it that might have caught the streaker in the act. So he decides to confront Jack at this shindig Kathy's got going on at the diner on Christmas Eve. And I absolutely adore this scene because they got some of the best background actors of all time for this. Like, the sheriff is making his arrest and they're all reacting as if there's a category at the Oscars for best background performance. So Doug Judy sets the bail at $2,000 because apparently his shoes are on too tight and his heart is 3 sizes too small. And Kathy entreats the diner to help her because Jack's actually a snowman who's going to melt in jail if he doesn't get out now. To which everyone's just like, yeah, cool, sounds good.
You just buy that he's a snowman?
It's Christmas.
Alright, that's what I'm gonna say when my uncle gets blackout drunk and passes out on Christmas dinner, as my cousin's horrified new girlfriend asks if this is normal.
It's Christmas.
And basically they're all like, yeah, there's no man that good. We knew it couldn't be real. He had to be a snowman or Christmas magic or something. So the entire town comes to bail Frosty out, and the kid who provides the last $10 needed is, of course, the kid Hot Frosty helped who's also the sheriff's son. And in this moment they say, Doug Judy's heart grew 3 sizes that day. So they rush in to Spider-Man hero carry Frosty out into the snow, but no, it's too late. The doctor comes in and is like, Kathy, he's dead. But Kathy is in love with him, so she gives him a goodbye kiss so filled with Christmas magic that Hot Frosty comes back to life. And suddenly, he's shivering.
You're cold.
He's cold.
He's cold. He's cold. I'm cold.
Her Christmas kiss turned him human, which means they can now visit Hawaii, not die in the summer, and he can even have babies that won't be horrifying half-snow creatures. So these two start dating, and Hot Frosty gets Kathy a repair book, totally using her own credit card. And it has the absolute corniest message on the inside. And that very day, just by reading this book, she's able to completely repair her furnace, which honestly is probably the most unrealistic part of this movie, but hey,
It's Christmas.
So that's it for this Hot Frosty video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more content. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, bye!